Hey everyone, this is Matt Van Horn with 3 Mile Domination. Today we're going to do our second podcast in regards to identifying and stopping embezzlement on your self-storage property. In the first podcast, we discussed on how to do a physical inventory, to go into your office and print a rent roll or a walkthrough report, and then to go and check each individual unit to make sure the rent roll or the walkthrough report is correct. So if there's a customer lock on there, then your rent roll should show a customer that has rented the unit. If it's a vacant facility unit, it should have a facility lock on there, whether that's green, red, blue, whatever it is. That same applies to vacant units. And then also to check any auction units. If you have a unit prepared for auction, then if you cut the lock, then there should be some sort of seal on there that matches what the original seal, the number should match the original seal that was put on, plus a lock on there to go through to make sure no one's renting units out from under you, no one's renting units for cash that aren't on the books and pocketing that money. So today we want to do just the next, and it's a very simple step, is just to double check the cash in your property. You want to check those inflows and outflows of cash that are coming in. So first we want to check, go into the office when you're doing your site visit or your audit, pull out the cash drawer and just count it. Make sure that whatever number that you originally put in there is still there and it balances out. So if you have a $300 cash drawer, then you want to make sure there's $300 in there. Now, if there's more than that, it could be that the deposit is the cash, any cash deposits that came in for their payments that came in today is sitting in the drawer waiting to be put into the deposit. Or it could be sometimes variances where if you also have a petty cash fund, cash accidentally gets put back in the petty cash instead of the cash drawer. But you want to make sure one way or another before you leave that there is no variance in that number. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, I do most of my self-storage transactions in debit cards or checks, which you're right. And I would say probably a majority of our transaction, a large majority now, are done with debit cards or credit cards or checks. But there are certain markets where cash is still king, and that cash will still be the basis of how a number of transactions are done. So again, you want to make sure this number is matching, because it's very easy to pocket $10, $20, $40 if nobody's checking. Then the next thing to check would be your petty cash fund. Most self-storage facilities have this, and so the managers can go out there and get supplies, but your petty cash fund should be whatever it is with the receipts. Whatever cash you have plus the receipts should equal the total fund. So if your total fund is $300, you want to make sure you have $150 in cash and then $150 in receipts, or some sort of mix that comes out to $300. Now, if there's money missing and there's no receipt, again, with that variance, you need to figure out what happened to it. Did it accidentally get put in the cash drawer? Did it accidentally get put into a deposit? Or did someone actually take the money? But in the terms of the cash drawer and the petty cash, your managers should be balancing and signing off on it every day. So these should be pretty standard procedures. You shouldn't have any problem with that. The next step would be to go ahead and check your daily deposits. Now, your accounting staff should be checking this anyways. They should be matching this up with your reconciliation from your bank every month to make sure that what the computer says is coming in is actually making it to the bank. So again, this is important, but you can always just double check. So print out a deposit report, go into your property there. You should have copies of your deposit slips and the closeouts, and sit there and go through them and make sure what the closeout report says matches what the deposit slip says. Now, if there are any variances or errors, you need to be able to address those, and your manager should be able to explain what happened. But really, if there's any errors or variances, this should have already been brought to your attention. Your corporate office or whomever it is that's handling the day-to-day operation should already be aware of that. And make sure there are no discrepancies. If there are discrepancies, then you can dig even deeper, go into that day's deposit, go into each individual unit and check and find out which one is giving you the problem. But these three things all tie together. Now, again, going back with cash, you want to make sure that the deposit slips match what they're supposed to be depositing. If there's any change coming back from those deposits, they do go back into the cash drawer. So again, these are just a couple simple things that you can do when you walk into your property, just to make sure that the easy pickings, which is cash, are all balancing on the day-to-day basis. So again, go in, count your cash drawer, balance your petty cash drawer, and then also go in there and check your daily deposits and make sure those bank deposits are matching up with what they're supposed to be. Like I said, I'm Matt Van Horn with 3 Mile Domination. If you have any questions in regards to how to audit or checking the cash on your property, feel free to email us at info@3miledomination.com or visit our website at 3miledomination.com. Have a great day. Thanks.
Thanks so much for watching. We love to give away free books that will help your self-storage business. To pick up your free copy of Self-Storage Domination, the actions you must take to dominate your competition, simply go to selfstoragedomination.com.